Do you know what type of book this is called?
No.
No, it's called a hardcover book. Why do you think it's called a hardcover book, Grayson?
Because it's hard.
Because it's hard. Do you know what the other books are called, Jacob?
Squishy.
They seem squishy, but they're called paperbacks. Do you know why they're called paperbacks?
Because they're made out of paper.
Because the cover is more like paper. So it's not a hardcover. This is the spine of the book. Do you know what this part of the book is called?
No. The cover.
The front cover of the book. And what would be this?
The
what-
back.
The back.
The back cover.
Okay, and we start our book from the back or from the front?
From the front.
From the front
You can do
cover.
both if you want to.
Well, when we're learning how to read, like if you were a toddler, oftentimes toddlers read like this. The book is what? Upside down. And that's how they're learning. And they're touching the book and they're feeling the book and they're turning it upside down and around. But a book is read from the front cover and you open it up to the right and you pull the pages. So you go from the left to the right.
Are we going to read this book?
So, Nico and I are going to be book partners. We're going to look at a book together. Can you come sit closer to me? Now, this is one way. Should we look at the book like this?
No. Otherwise, your partner won't see it.
So when I turn the pages like that, what happened? My partner wouldn't what?
He wouldn't see, and he wouldn't get to turn the pages.
He wouldn't get a turn to turn the pages, and he wouldn't see what was going on. So when we partner read, I'm going to open the cover. Oh, wow. What do you notice, Nico? Some people swimming in the pool. And then I notice, it looks like a little boy, maybe with his grandmother. Oh, what are you doing here? Looking at a book together. On the train. Oh, and I noticed 3 mermaids, and they have different types of stuff there. I'm going to turn this page. What do you notice on this page?
A book? Oh, I don't even. What?
Oh, that looks so colorful. I notice some fish. Do you notice anything else?
I noticed a person.
Some green water. So, were we flipping these pages so fast that neither one of us could see it? Were we taking turns?
Yeah.
So, I had a turn, and then Nico would have a turn. And then we were looking at what was on the page. Do you think it would be fair if I always chose the book?
No.
So what happens when you partner read?
So
do you
he
think?
gets to chose
Uh-huh.
the book the next day, and you gonna chose the book.
The very next day, right? So I can have a turn, then Nico can have a turn. And then I can have a turn, and then Nico can have a turn.
Or Nico can have a turn and Miss Jones.
Exactly. So it can start with Nico, and he could have a turn, and then Miss Jones could have a turn.
Or
So we're going to do some practicing of partner reading. As we've been noticing during our book looking time that friends aren't really looking at books. And so oftentimes I realize too, especially with books that have pictures in them, it's nice to sit and look at a book with someone and really talk about what you're noticing in that book. So we're going to do
how
some.
about if you want to read by yourself?
For right now, we're going to try some partner reading because we've been noticing that when friends are book looking on their own, they're not actually really looking at the book. They're really more interested in chatting with their friends. So that says to teachers, maybe let's try something different. Let's have friends partner with one another and like really be reading together. What do you think of that?
Good.
Okay. So we're going to try that out. We're going to try out some partner reading. Nico, thank you so much for being my partner.
You're welcome.
So that is a little bit about partner reading and how we read our world and how, did you notice that Nico and I, we really talked about the things that we saw? Nico said he saw some people swimming, and then we turned and I said, I looked like a little boy was walking with his grandmother.
That's his grandma.
It is his grandmother?
Yeah.
And then we turned to this page and Nico says, oh, he's looking at a book. And it looks like they're on a train.
Yes, they are looking at a train.
Looking at a book on a train. And then I said, wow, these look like mermaids with very beautiful hair.
Those are not really mermaids.
No.
They are just persons dressed up.
Your person's dressed up. Do you notice how Nico and I are talking about it? We're turning, we're talking, we're sharing our thoughts about the book.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a turn and talk. You're sharing your thoughts about the book. Now, did he talk while I was talking?
No.
Did I talk while he was talking?
No.
What were we doing?
Take turns.
We were taking turns. And then we talked about this page. Do you want to share what we talked about this page?
Guys, turning into a mermaid.
He was saying he was turning into a mermaid on this book. And then we talked about this page, and I said, I see lots of fish. And you said,
I see green water.
so we talked about the pages, we talked about the illustrations and the things that we saw. Now, would you like to read this book all together as a group read?
Yeah.
So we will start and we will read this book together as a group read before we head off to rest.
Before I saw that, I saw a manta ray in it.
You did.